Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of a Wine O'Clock Wednesday Trivia, starring the amazing, the wonderful, the legend, the man, the captain, my dad, Jim Bansley. Yay!
Keep talking.
Yay!
Keep talking, Luke. Keep talking.
Well, thank you so much. Last week, the show was such a success. So many of our viewers just requested that you come back for another episode.
Oh, yeah. I still didn't get any auditions.
No auditions?
No.
Oh, that is ludicrous. I'll call some Hollywood agents. Let's get this man an audition. Jerry is saying, hi, Dad.
Hi, Jerry. Jerry Doherty.
Yes, we are here. My dad flies back to Sweet Home Chicago tomorrow. What?
Yeah. I'm getting kicked out early.
Are you kidding me?
I was supposed to be here till Friday. I thought.
No.
Yeah.
You can stay as long as you want. You can stay all winter long. Like, you know how some people go down to Florida for the winter? Just come out here.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah.
But.
Right.
Hi, neighbor.
Okay.
Hi, Tasha. My friend Natasha's on. She's the one that saw you at the top of the hill.
Oh, hi, Natasha. How'd I look? The nectar of the gods.
Yes.
That's what. This is why I made it to the top of the hill.
Yes.
The nectar of the gods.
Thanks to the Manhattans, right? Helen Clark, my favorite from Longwood Drive. Helen Clark is saying hello.
Where is she on Longwood Drive?
No, you're her favorite from Longwood Drive. Say hi to Helen.
Hi, Helen. How are you?
And Janine, my friend Janine is saying hi, Mr. Bansley, and Ann, your daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Saying hi, Daddy.
Hey, did you tell Ann about the guy we met from Winchester, Virginia last night? What was his name? Trevor?
Oh, yeah. Well, he wasn't from there, but he knew about it.
He knew. He said it was the most beautiful spot in Virginia.
We went out to Duke's Malibu last night for dinner. Don't pick your nose.
Hey, who's going to pick it for me?
Okay. This is live, Dad. You don't want to pick your nose on live internet. It's not television.
Except if it is to be picked.
Yes. Our server last night at dinner basically wanted to adopt and take my dad home. He just pretty much fell in love with Dad, which is what most people have. You have that effect on people.
Oh, yeah, I know I do.
I mean, how are you so likable?
Yeah.
How do you handle it?
My secret.
Oh. Andy, your grandson, your alpha grandson says, pick away.
I taught you well.
So I have made this whole episode kind of catered, curtailed, however you want to put it, around things about my dad, since it is his last night in town before he goes back to cold Chicago. So I did a lot of fun trivia rounds that I thought maybe my dad would like. So we'll see how popular they are with him. But we're going to start with a round called How Much Did It Cost? Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to start this round with a loaf of bread costs around $2.50 now in 2017. How much did a loaf of bread cost in the 30s?
In the 30s? Oh, about
in the 1930s.
I don't really know, but I think it was around 10 or 11 cents or 12 cents.
That's pretty good, Dad. The actual answer is 9 cents.
Oh,
so you were off by 1 cent, which is pretty good. It was 9 cents for a loaf of bread in the 30s.
Oh.
Close, 5 cents. Yes, so next question. How much did it cost? A gallon of milk costs around $2.99.
Now.
Give or take. to now, in 2017. How much did a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk cost in the 30s?
Oh, in the 30s, I'd say it probably cost 20 cents.
20 cents? Okay, we'll wait to hear from some of our viewers. Dad says 20 cents. He was 1 cent off for a loaf of bread, which is pretty good. How much? Oh, Jerry said 20 cents too. Natasha says 15 cents. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to open this up more so I can see more answers. Let's see. Define the type. Well, that's a standard gallon of milk. I know there's organic and there's goat milk and soy milk and all that. We're talking about your standard gallon of milk. Andy says 15 cents. Close, Andy, very close, but no cigar. Close, but no cigar. But you are the closest. 12 cents, very close. So the actual answer is 10 cents. A gallon of milk was 10 cents.
What did I say?
20? You said 20 cents.
Yeah. Okay. And it was almost, I remember, it was almost the same as a loaf of bread.
It's very, 1 cent difference. Yeah. Yes. So next, how much did it cost? It was, Janine wants to know if it was organic and non-GMO milk.
I don't think
moderated.
They didn't have that back then.
I think she knows that. I think she's pulling our leg. Okay, next question in. How much did it cost? The average car costs around $33,000 in 2017. The average. I know there's a huge range, but the average car in the U.S. costs around $33,000. How much did a car cost in the 1930s?
A Ford, a Chevy, and whatnot in the 1930s, I think cost $800, between $800 and $900. But a bigger car, like a Buick and whatnot, I think costs about $1,000. And a Cadillac and a Packard and a Lincoln probably.
So an average, on average. I know it ranges. Cars range. Judy said 150. Andy said 250. Janine said 200. Natasha 100. Ann says 2,200. So you want to give your final answer?
I'll give my final answer is about $800.
Pretty good. Yeah. The actual retail price of an average car in the 1930s was $640. $640 was the cost of a car on average in the 1930s.
That was during the Depression.
That's right. So a gallon of gas, speaking of cars, a gallon of gas costs around $2.20 today in 2017. How much did a gallon of gas cost in the 30s?
In the 30s?
Yeah. Don't look at the answer.
No, I won't. I'd say a gallon of gas back then was about 17 cents a gallon.
Pretty close. Bobby Joe says 2 beers and a smoke.
Bobby Jordan says that.
Yeah. Say hi to your grandson.
Hi, grandson Bob. Bob and Matt, both of you.
Yes.
Okay.
No, so the average cost of a gallon of gas was 10 cents.
It was 10 cents.
It was 10
I was going to say
cents.
10, but that's it.
10 cents.
What did I say it was?
I think you said 20, right? Or 18?
12.
No, you didn't say 12. Okay, last question. Hi, Lolo. It's Laura's birthday. And Laura's on.
Today.
Can you sing Laura happy birthday? Sorry, guys. We gotta.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you. This is your first birthday as a married woman.
First birthday as a married woman, Lolo Bridie. Yeah. My dad's granddaughters just signed on, guys. Thank you for entertaining that. We had to wish Laura, the new bride, a happy birthday to Laura. Okay, so last question in how much did it cost? And we're moving on to another fun round. The U.S. average home costs around $189,000. Not in Southern California, but the average U.S. home. How much did the average home cost in the 1930s?
I'd say it was about $5,000.
5,000?
Yeah.
Let's see. I gotta look at my answers. Okay, so here's the interesting. Exactly, Natasha. Natasha says, "I wish not in California." No, sorry, Bob. That's like a down payment. Okay, so here's what I found interesting. The actual answer ranges, obviously. In 1930, the new house cost was $7,145. But by 1939, after the Depression, it was $3,800.
Yeah.
So it dropped about half the price. So $3,800 by 1939. So Judy, you're right, by 7,000 in 1930. By 1939, it was only 3,800. Laura, good job. Good. Laura, did you like? Oh, she says, thanks, Gramps. Happy birthday, Laura. We are honored you are sharing your birthday with us here tonight on 1 o'clock Wednesday. Okay, so we are going to do our next round, which is called Trains, Planes, and Automobiles and Boats, too.
Okay.
Because if there's one thing my dad loves, it's vehicles, vessels, transportation of the sorts.
Yeah.
We love to talk about cars and planes and boats and trains and all that good stuff.
Boats and trains and streetcars.
That's right. So I am going to show an image of a plane, train, automobile, or boat or vessel, and you have to guess what kind of, what's the name of that particular image. First one. Do you know?
Which one is it?
Can you see it? It's up here.
I think that's, well, that's a jetliner, but I'd say it was.
This guy right here.
Oh, that one right there. It's a P-40,
does anybody know what kind of airplane this is? Hold on.
It's a P-40 Pursuit. That's what they
There we go. There. That's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
It is a plane, yes.
It's a fighter plane.
What's the name of the plane? Yeah. What's the name of it?
P-40.
Not a Hellcat.
No.
But close, Andy. It's got that kind of double name to it. Elena says hi.
Yeah. Flying Tiger?
No, close. Lorianne Powers, your granddaughter, says, or granddaughter. Your what would she? Oh, your niece.
Yeah.
Says hi, Uncle Jim.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a plane, but do you know the name of the plane?
I know.
Not Hell Dog, not Spitfire. It's got that 2-word to it. It's a Warhawk. Yes. It's a Warhawk.
P-40? Did they call that?
I don't know if it's a P-40.
Well, it's a.
My research.
Warhawk is.
Hi, Gracie.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was the first. That's what the Flying Tigers used as their symbol. They used to paint the planes like that.
Like that.
And that was a P-40, but the World wasn't a P-40.
It's like Warhawk is the correct answer. Okay. So moving down the line, all right.
Yeah.
I flew on one of these babies to Australia.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that one over there. That's what is 7? 7. 07, ain't it? 707? No.
It's the largest commercial airline. My dad said it is a Flying Tiger. Okay, so 2 people are telling me, Jessica and your son Jim are both saying it's Flying Tigers. So we'll give it to you.
Okay.
We'll give you that
My
answer.
son Jim?
Your son Jim. I think he's with Laura.
Oh, he's with Laura.
Not a 747, not Barb's dozen.
It's an old.
It's a double-decker. Yes.
Yeah, it's the double-decker.
The
747?
No. Yes, Natasha, the A380.
Oh,
I flew in one of these babies back from Australia, and the jet was as tall as my house. Just the circumference of it. It was gigantic. Just
it's 2 jets, right? There's one on each rung.
Right. Yeah. Yes. How in God's name do you get off the ground? Seriously, Anne, I thought the same thing. It's an A380.
A380.
I flew in the Qantas A380. Okay, next one. Now, you got to kind of squint to see it, Dad, but there's a little train there.
Oh, there's a little train?
The red is a little train.
Yeah.
So, what is the name of that train?
Oh. Is it a sightseeing train or is it
It's a transporting train. I'll give you a hint.
Passenger train.
In 1990s, we took it throughout Europe.
Oh, not the...
not Hogwarts Express.
That ain't the...
not Orient Express.
Yeah, the Orient Express.
Monorail. Not trolley.
No.
Close to monorail. It might be it might also be named the monorail.
Yeah.
Not Polar Express.
No.
In the 90s, we took it. Yep, it's close to the Matterhorn. Oh, Johnny Sullivan! Did you make it back safely, Johnny boy?
Express,
Johnny boy, are you back? Are you back safely? Or
in the
maybe
Philippines?
I don't. Not in the Philippines. Hi,
Hawaii.
Johnny. Long time no see. Bobby's right. Polar Express. It's not the Polar Express.
No.
Is Anne on here? Remember the train we took in the 1990s through all? What was it called?
Yeah.
It was close. It sounded like monorail, but it was called because it was in Europe.
Yeah.
Back in Hawaii. Johnny made it back in Hawaii. Aloha.
Aloha, John. Good trip.
Good visit. Fantastic visit. Okay, the correct answer is the Eurail.
Eurail.
Eurail. Remember we had to get the Eurail passes?
Oh, those were, yeah.
But is the Eurail the same as the monorail? Yes, the Eurail.
Yeah, it's monorail is the thing that's usually elevated.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we got that one down. So let's move on to look at these trains. Do you know what that's called?
What, that train up there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
look at that train.
Yeah. That looks like my electric train.
But this train is a modern train, more modern. Yeah. It is called I know. It's in Japan.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese train.
Yeah.
And they make Jessica.
Is it
the bullet train?
Oh, is
Natasha, bullet.
Is that two trains together?
Yeah,
or,
well, they're just docked together.
They're stopped together.
Yeah, they're docked.
I thought it was one train.
Yes.
I don't know how the hell they.
Yes, it's called the bullet train.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
You are correct. Yes, Andy.
Okay.
Yes, Nicole. Laura, this is called the bullet train in Japan. Yeah. Okay, next one. Flying through this. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh!
Oh! That car, I know that car. Yeah.
How do you know that car?
I know that car because I own that car.
Ooh!
That is a Chevy Bel Air, 1954.
Yes, Daddy, yes. So my grandpa gave my dad a 1954 Chevy Bel Air. I looked it up.
Oh, yeah.
It was a drop top, right?
A drop top?
Close. Judy said 57 Chevy. It was 54 Chevy.
Yeah.
Yes. And for their wedding gift, same color, the red with the white top. It was a drop top, right, Dad?
No, that was a hard top.
Did you have a hard top?
Yeah, that was a Bel Air, what do they call it? The Bel Air, it was a coupe. Bel Air coupe, yeah.
So we're driving to dinner last night, and I was asking my dad about this car. My dad is the middle child. He's got 2 older sisters and 2 younger brothers. So he is the middle child. So whoever makes those assumptions about middle children, I'm about to squash it. Because he was the only child in his family to get a brand new car for his wedding. And not only any car, a 1954 Chevy Bel Air.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty clear who the favorite was.
Yeah, they gave me that car so I'd get out of town right after I got married.
They wanted everybody else to stay.
Yeah.
My friend from high school, Rosie, says, I can't with the cutest dad in the world right now.
What's that?
Rosie, my friend from high school, she said you're the cutest dad in the world.
Oh, thank you. I agree.
Yes, the 1954 Chevy Bel Air.
Yeah.
I could see how Mom would marry.
We drove that all the way out to California, and then we shipped it over to Hawaii and drove it around Hawaii for 2 years.
That's amazing.
Shipped it back on a carrier.
Doesn't get hotter than that, Dad. That's a good-looking car.
Yeah, it sure was. It was the sharpest-looking car on the road.
Yes.
54.
Okay, I'm going to give you an easy one here. Name the vessel.
That was a Titanic?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the Titanic. I feel like I've never seen like a real photo of the Titanic.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as big as it did in like all the movies.
Yeah.
But then when I see it here, it almost looks, it looks like the size of the yacht club.
Oh, no, that was a lot bigger than the yacht club.
No?
How many feet did they say that was? That's about 600 feet, I think.
I don't know how many feet. Okay, last planes, trains, automobiles, vessels / whatever. Name this vessel.
The Nimitz.
Yay!
Hey, Tone, are you watching? I got it.
He's probably flying over Chicago right now.
Well, what's today's
Yes.
Thursday? Yeah.
This is called the USS Nimitz.
Yeah.
My brother Tony was stationed here in the Navy. And didn't you get to like ride home with him?
And a Tiger Cruise. Bobby and I and Tony rode back to from Hawaii to San Diego. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next round is called Ask Grandpa Jim. We did this last week, and it got a lot of comments and questions, and so we're bringing it back by popular demand. We're going to take a little break from trivia where you guys have a chance to ask this guy any questions that are on your mind, and he will answer them.
My genius sometimes never ceases to amaze me. So ask me these questions.
Well, you are a wise man with a lot of life experience. Like last night, I asked my dad how him and Mom got through their fighting because Tom and I were fighting over a vacuum.
Yeah.
And it was
shame.
making for some tense energy moments. Yep. And I said, Dad, help us. And yes. So we want to know, Lily and Ruby want to know your favorite ice cream and color. Lily and Ruby are Tommy and Barbara's friends, so they're little kids. They want to know your favorite ice cream and your favorite color.
Chocolate chip ice cream. Vanilla or chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip, yeah.
Chocolate chip.
And then what's your favorite color?
I thought it was favorite color ice cream.
2 questions.
No, my favorite color, probably blue.
Mine too.
Yeah. My mom says you don't have to paint the sky blue.
No, thank you, Lily and Ruby. Thanks for asking. Your niece, Colleen Bansley, said hi, Uncle Jim. Hi, Col. Yes. Always love Uncle Jim's stories. Can't wait to see him on Saturday. Oh, she's going to see you on Saturday.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Chicago food? Nicole wants to know. Nicole O'Connell wants to know your favorite Chicago food. Ooh.
Steak and potatoes. Steak. Steak, if just one steak, and then you can't have steak without potatoes. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
We're of the Irish descent, so steak, meat, and potatoes. That's the kind of house we were raised in. Yes. Yeah. Laura wants to know. Oh no. Pat Bansley wants to know who's your favorite grandson. Now, mind you, Bobby Doherty is on. Andy's on, and Pat. They all want to know who your favorite is.
They're all my favorite. How many are there of you?
Well, we counted. So we counted today.
Oh, yeah.
So my dad has 51 first-generation grandchildren. But when you add the second generation of great-grandchildren, unless someone's pregnant that I don't know about, which is very likely in our family, there is exactly 80 grandchildren from this guy. Take a drink.
Amen.
Take a drink thinking about that. Bobby wants to know when you're getting home. Bob, you're not watching the show close enough because I said when he was coming home.
Okay, getting home tomorrow, Bob. And I'm getting home about 6 o'clock. You're
join him from
I'll
Manhattan.
meet you on the porch. I'm getting home about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Helen's bringing me home. I'll stop and get some chicken nuggets.
Okay, so little Tommy's friend Ruby wants to know. Hi, Ruby. What your favorite thing to do is? What's your favorite thing to do?
Me? Right now, sit on my front porch, pet my dog, say my rosary, and have a Manhattan. That's what your dad's favorite thing to do when you get to be close to 90.
The secret to happiness: Manhattans, rosaries, and front porches.
A front porch, soft chair, good dog, and cold drink.
Let's see. Okay. Which one is Pat? Okay. Already on it, Mandy. Okay, hold on. All the nephews are filling up my feed with, they're fighting with Pat now. Because Pat asked who his favorite grandchild is. Okay. Jerry, your daughter, wants to know, what's your favorite subject in school?
Oh, what was my favorite? I think it was probably math, history, or religion. One of those three.
I liked history too.
Yeah.
I always liked history. Yes, math, history, religion. All right. Manhattan's on you, says Bobby.
Right on, Bob, right
on. Okay, what's in, oh, good answer. I meant to ask this, Janine. Janine wants to know what's in a Manhattan. Can you give us a tutorial of what is in a Manhattan?
Ice. Whiskey, your favorite whiskey. Mine is Canadian Club and sweet vermouth. But martini
how many shots of what?
A shot apiece. Some guys like 2 to 1, 2 whiskeys to 1 vermouth. But I like 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Yeah.
And ice. How much ice do you do?
Handful.
Handful of ice?
Yeah.
1 shot of whiskey, Canadian Club, and 1 shot of sweet vermouth. Now, sweet vermouth alcohol too?
A little, it's got a touch.
Good question, Janine. Okay, Danny Bansley. Hi, Uncle Bubs.
Hey, what do you say, Dan?
Who is your favorite nephew? Ooh, I don't think you have any other nephews on, but Danny. So you might be able to get away with this.
Yeah, but you, well, let's see now. Who is it? Is there, Dan? And I would, Eileen, what about the Gullets?
And the Gallaghers.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think...
Hey, if it's just you and me, Dan, we would just say, Dan, okay. You're my favorite North Side.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Oh, the good life. Yes. Okay, what was your most fearful moment?
My most fearful moment. I had a couple of those. One, probably when I got lost at sea in 75 or something. I went on that fishing trip and the boat broke down.
How many kids did you have at the time?
Oh, I had, Helen was a baby, 11.
You had 11 kids, and you got lost at sea because the boat broke down.
Yeah, we were out there for 20 hours or 21 hours. We had no lights, no radio, no means of communication, and it was, and we were drifting out to sea. And all of a sudden, we were.
I'm getting a panic attack thinking about that.
Yeah,
I
had a panic.
Yeah. Thank you, Lou. Lou says your dad is such a cutie. What's your favorite song to sing? And sing a little for us, says Rosie. What's your favorite song to sing?
I just called to say I love you.
Okay, so sing it.
Well, I can't because I don't know all of it. Called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Oh.
Hey, Jim, I'll meet you at the... And that was what Barb used to sing to me on the phone when the Visa card came in.
Ooh, was she in trouble?
Well, yeah, usually.
Okay, so Sarah Doherty,
Yeah,
Bobby's new wife, says, Grandpa Jim, my husband Bobby asked me to make him a Manhattan. Should I make him one? Does he deserve it? I'm not sure.
Oh, he deserves it.
Yes.
He worked for my brother. I know that. He deserves it.
Elaine, do it. Elena says, Bobby, your son likes his Manhattans 2-to-1.
He does. I know he does.
He sure does.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of sad and serious. So Susie, your niece or your granddaughter Susie, lost her Willie Bear today. Her boxer died this morning.
Man.
And what is your favorite kind of dog? And what did you have? And did you have a favorite pup? So she says, I lost my Willie Bear today, Gramps. What is your favorite kind of dog? And did you have a favorite pup?
A favorite puppy?
Or dog?
Yeah. My favorite dog, I think, was a Saint Bernard. Yeah, but
Gretchen or Brady?
Probably, my favorite kind of dog.
Your favorite kind of dog was a Saint. Yeah,
Saint Bernard or a Lab or something. Or a Lab, and even the hound dog we had was good too. But I don't know what all those puppies got to be big dogs, I'm sorry to hear about your dog.
Well, and that brings up a good question. She didn't ask it, but how did you get over? You and Mom were such dog lovers. I mean, they had 12 kids, and on average had 2 to 3 dogs at any given time, and they weren't small dogs. They were like Saint Bernards, Great Danes, Labs, German Shepherd. So I guess my question for Susie is, she's in a lot of pain right now after losing her dog. Like, how did you and Mom get over the loss when you guys would lose your dogs? Like, that had to be so hard.
Yeah, it's hard, but you got to realize that it's a fact of life. It's one of life's experiences that you have to go through. But it's just one of those things. We all go through it, and you'll just thank God it was the dog and not one of the kids.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah. Yes, good answer, Dad. Good answer. We love you, Susie Q.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to lighter, happier times. What is your favorite? Who is your favorite workout buddy at Metro?
Oh.
Asks Elena.
Oh. Hey, there's a little girl up there by the name of Elena. Whenever she comes in, I haven't seen her.
I think Bobby's a little jealous of you and Elena.
Yeah, because
you guys have such a close relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. He's making me cry. Okay. Lucy, this is so sweet, so cute. Now I can go to bed. Love you guys. Love you, Rose. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just catching up. Oh, okay. Helene, back up.
Oh, this is Helene. Yeah.
She says, hi, Godfather. So cool to be tuning in live.
Yeah.
To Helene, your godchild and niece.
Yeah.
Oh, circle
How you doing, Helene?
Okay, so that was an amazing round. You guys, I could just do a whole show based on Ask Grandpa Jim. Thank you guys so much for kind of asking these questions. You ready to keep?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at your watch?
What? Oh,
Are you bored?
What? Loris?
Are you bored?
No.
No, not Loris. Are you bored?
No, not what? Being on television?
We're not. We're technically on people's computers and smartphones. Which will actually take over TV down the road. Yeah. Yes. So, okay, our next round is called Name that U.S. national park. Now, the reason I picked this is I grew up we grew up in Chicago. I was the youngest of 12 kids, and all my friends had these amazing lake houses. And I would go visit all their lake houses, and I would be so jealous, and I would wish we had a lake house to go up to every single weekend. But we didn't. What we had was a pop-up camper. And my dad worked 2 jobs at a time. And in the month of August, he would take the month off. And we would pack the van up, because we always had a van. And we packed up the pop-up, and we hit the open road. And what I didn't know at the time was he was giving me the most amazing exposure to our gorgeous country. Now, I'm going to show you photos of this country of ours, the United States, that is so breathtaking and beautiful. And I've been to most of these, thanks to you. Yeah. So even though I didn't get my lake house, I got to see so much of the country. And that was really probably my favorite childhood memory were those August months just going and hitting the road and driving and camping in these most amazing places. So with that said, I think I gave a little bit too much backstory. Yes, Andy. Andy was with me, my nephew who's older than me. He said best vacations of my life were on his trips. I agree, Andy, even though you were such a jerk to me and you teased me all the time, I still loved my childhood, especially these road trips. So I agree with you. Okay, so we're going to start off easy with name that U.S. national park. What national park is this? I
would say it was the Grand Canyon.
Sure enough.
Sure enough.
Sure enough. Can you give us, how many times did you do my dad likes to call it
the ditch.
We did the ditch.
3 times.
I saw that, Andy. Yes, the Grand Canyon. And can you so you did the Grand Canyon 3 times. I did it 2 of those 3 times. Can you tell us, was no trio, Bob was 6. Car trips, love them. Andy knows this one, yes. Okay, so the Grand Canyon, we did, even though all the signs said, do not attempt in one day. Do not attempt in one day. Caution, flash floods. So what happens? My dad brings young, under 12 years old, down the, how many miles was it?
I think it's 7.
No, it's 11. No, it's 11. Oh,
it's a round trip.
Round trip.
I think it's 13 miles round trip.
So my dad brings me down. I'm 10 years old. I have a pack of Skittles and a canteen of water. And the whole way up was a flash flood, and I cried the whole way up, asking him to carry me. And Andy, my lovely nephew who's on here, yelled at me the whole time, which made me only cry even more.
Andy and Tony.
Okay, yes, the Grand Canyon. So many wonderful memories. Okay, next national park. Name it. I almost considered naming like a kid this because can you see the red rock?
Is it
here? Right here, up here.
Oh, up there.
Can you see it up there?
Yeah. Is it? That ain't Glacier National.
No. Whatever, Andy.
Zion.
Not in Zion. Yes, Megan. Bryce Canyon.
Bryce Canyon. That's the one I was trying to think. Zion and Bryce Canyon. Yeah. Who said that? Who said Bryce?
My friend Megan, who is a huge hiker, outdoorsy person, so she would know.
It is Bryce Canyon.
Yes, Bryce Canyon. So beautiful. Okay, next, name that national park. I went here with my husband, Tom. It was so pretty.
Grand Teton.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Do you know what Tetons mean?
No, what is the Teton?
Does anybody know what Grand Tetons mean? Before I...
No, wait a minute. You're trying to talk. You better censor that.
Oh, I'm getting my daddy all fired up. Yes, the Grand Tetons National Park. But what does Grand Tetons? So I'm in Jackson Hole, and we're camping in the Grand Teton National Park. Quit checking your watch.
Oh, I would.
Why are you?
Well,
he keeps checking his watch. I must be boring him.
No.
So Grand Tetons mean Grand Tatas, which mean grand bazooms. Yes, big boobs. Yes, Megan said it. Grand Tetons mean big boobs because if you look here, if you look closely at the Grand Teton picture, they look like pointy, perky little ones. Pointy, perky little Tetons there. Yes, Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming by Jackson Hole, right before you enter the south entrance of Yellowstone National Park. It is so gorgeous. Go, go, go. Okay, next one. You said this earlier. You said this one earlier. It's the only canyon you hike up and not down. This one, we didn't even have water. I licked my skin to try to hydrate myself. This is what happens when we go camping without my mom.
Zion National Park. Yeah.
Zion National Park. And I remember we had like one canteen between like five of us. And me and my nephew Mike were licking our skin because we were so dehydrated. This is not normal, but it was wonderful and we survived. And we have grit because of it. Okay, so yes, no water, and we were abandoned on the cliff, says Andy. Right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, remember that? We had waited. We saw somebody coming down. Where we know.
Oh my God! How? Like I think of me with my kids being like without water for like a walk to the park, and it's like drama. Okay, name the national park, Dad. Do you know this one?
Which one is it?
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
No, it's Yellowstone. It's Yellowstone, Great Valley.
Yeah.
Laura says the Great Valley from Land Before Time. I love it, Lo.
That's what that was Yellowstone.
I thought of that. Jerry said, Dad taught you how to be a survivor. I agree, Jerry. I could go on that Survivor show because I was exposed to so much as a child. Except if I had to deal with snakes, I think I would like lose my mind.
Snakes and spiders.
Spiders I'm okay with. Was it Zion you saw the tarantula? Yeah. Okay, we'll wrap it up, Dad. Dad's getting restless. Let's keep it moving.
Okay,
Let's keep it moving.
I'm scratching my head.
Okay, I went here in December and it was gorgeous. Did you ever go here?
What's that glacier?
No. This one is...
Oh, that one there.
It's called Half Dome.
No.
It's... Yes, Megan, you're winning this round. Like, no surprise, though. This is Yosemite. Did you ever go to Yosemite?
Yeah, we were at Yosemite. But
this is Half Dome.
Yeah.
So, I was in Yosemite in December. And right after Christmas, and there was a gigantic earthquake, and I thought I was dying, and it was really scary, and I was with my kids, and it was nuts. And we were in these little tiny cabins and tent. Nap time. Exactly, Laura. I've got to like wrap this up. He's losing interest. Okay. This one, Dad and I both have a car named this park.
The Denali.
Yeah. I've been to all the other national parks except this one, and I need to go. Yes. Is that Mount Rainier? Is that the mount?
Denali National
Denali is in Alaska. Correct.
Oh, we were there.
I wasn't.
I was there. Yeah.
You were there, but I wasn't.
Yeah, that's right. I was there with Jeannie and Ann and John, Bob, and Tone.
There you go. It's amazing.
Lord have mercy, man.
Alaska Sip.
Hey, Bob, you remember that one, don't you?
Where's Bob? Hey, Bob. Bob and Tone. Oh, Ann's there.
Oh, yeah.
Ann, what is Ann saying? Mount McKinley?
Denali, maybe. Yeah.
That's the only one I haven't been to, Meg, is the one in Alaska. And it's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
But that's because my dad.
We had a hard time seeing that, I remember, because the fog was rolled in. And we almost didn't see it because we were driving by it. We were looking for it all day, and then finally, I think it about 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something, we finally saw it. We finally saw it. That was Denali. Yeah,
it was Denali. Yeah. Megan says, that's the only one you haven't been to. That's amazing. She says, you have gone everywhere. I've gone everywhere because of this man to the left of me, who I didn't get my whatever house on the lake, but I got, you know, what I realize now as a 37, almost 38-year-old is I got better. I was exposed. I saw the world. I saw all over our country. And like, can we just take a minute? These are all
natural resources.
These are all in the US, guys. These are gorgeous places to check out in the US. I didn't even touch upon Montana, which is like the most prettiest state in ever. So, okay. Yes, we've been to Death Valley, and I probably licked my skin there too because I didn't have enough water. It depends. Like some summer trips, my mom would go with us, and sometimes just my dad would go. And when it was just my dad, I would wear pajamas to church, and I would lick my skin for water. When my mom came, we had a little more civilized experience.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
We maybe showered more. We showered a tad bit more.
Well, we didn't sleep in rest areas.
No, we didn't sleep in rest areas.
We did once or twice. But
my dad didn't threaten to leave us in rest areas and pit stops when we were misbehaving. So yeah, it was a little more civilized when my mom came. Yeah. Oh, Megan wants to know, did he like Acadia? Is that in Alaska?
Arcadia.
But there was always ice in the cooler, says Andy. You better believe it. And there was always a Catholic church on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
We would.
Where was Arcadia?
It's got to be in Alaska. I'm assuming. Yes, there was always ice in the cooler.
Yeah.
Amen.
Wait a minute, Ann. Or Bob. There were a couple of times.
No, that was Andy.
There were a couple of times, and I remember that one time Mom and I were together.
I like this guy. Andy's coworker says, I catch Andy licking his arm at the office sometimes.
What was that? Andy, big Andy or little Andy?
Little Andy.
Wait,
Maine. Acadia, Maine.
Oh, that's where it is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were there.
We were in Acadia. Yeah. That's right.
Arcadia, Maine. That's, I think that's where Jerry.
Me and Ann met you guys out there.
That's where Mom went for her.
Hi, Michelle.
Her art thing.
Right. She had like a camp.
I remember that. Yeah. And she got scared. She wanted us off the peninsula.
She got scared. Let me paint you a picture. What month was it? What month was it? Was it
was
September, October?
No.
It was around your anniversary, I feel like.
I think it was in August because no, it wasn't. It might have been because it was.
So let me paint you a picture.
Yeah.
We go out to Maine, which is, once I get to Maine, I completely understand why Stephen King lives and writes his spooky, scary novels in Maine, because the fog sets in, and we were on this peninsula where it was a campground on like a peninsula island, and there was one road.
One road. 2-lane highway going out.
And that week, there were like teenage kids that took another kid out into the waters and drowned him. Okay, that was a big talk of this small town. And we were in this campground. Nobody else was there. It was completely empty. Now picture, it was September. See, I told you. I knew it was September. Thank you, Ann. And picture a completely desolate peninsula with one road, which is where the teenagers drowned their teenage friend, and we're the only campers in the entire campground.
Yeah.
And it's cold, and it's foggy, and you can't see anything, and it's super creepy, like a Stephen King novel. Let me tell you something. My mom went with her gut, and I completely agree with her.
Yeah, but we had our big dog, Brady. Well, she was only a puppy then.
No, she wasn't. Not well. What year? She wasn't small.
No, she was only about two or 3 years old. No, she was only about 2 years old.
So,
no, it's 3 years old.
What year? What year was your 50th?
50. It was 04.
04. Okay, so we got Brady in 03. So she was 1 year old. You're right. You're right. Okay. Susie says I could watch this all night. Wish I was there with a drink and sitting around a bonfire. I know. Susie, we love you. That's cheers. That's cheers to Willie. In dog heaven. You know Grandma Barbara's taking care of. She loves her dogs.
I'll bring you home a St. Bernard.
That's all you need is another St. Bernard. You have 3 young kids. Okay, so we are like having way too much fun. You guys have been so patient with us. So he just checked his watch again. We should play a drinking game. We should play a drinking game every time he checks his watch. You'd all be drunk.
You see that? I can't lift my hand.
It's almost empty. We got he needs a refill. Okay, let's give somebody a gift card. What do you think?
Cool.
We're going to give them a question.
Okay.
And then they have a chance to win a gift card. The first person to answer wins a gift card.
Where's the gift card coming from?
Okay, it's coming from... It's not coming from your wallet.
No, I'm wondering about what store is it.
It's coming from Amazon. It's going to be online. It's an email one. And the only condition is you spend it on yourself.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle Poya, Tom's sister. Who we
yeah.
She's on. She says, hi.
How you doing, Michelle?
She said, let's talk about Roswell.
Oh, yeah. We got to... Have you found out anything about Roswell?
Michelle, what do we know? Okay, let's give away a gift card, right? Empty Manhattan is not cool, says Laura. I know. Okay, we're going to wrap this show up. Okay, so don't say the answer. I did a question that I knew you'd know the answer to, but you can't say the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So I'm going to show an image. Don't say what it is, okay? You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Okay. So here is our bonus question where you can win a $25 gift card and spend on you and only you and nobody else, not your kids, not your parents, not your teachers, not your pets, no one. Only you. Here we go. What is the name for this system of short distance radio communications? Don't say it. But you know what it is? Not Barb's dozen. Bobby Doe being a smart ass like he is. I heard GPS was invented there, though. Yes, Jerry! CB!
Yeah.
So, Jerry won! Yay, Jerry! You can only spend it on yourself. Don't use it.
Yeah.
Don't use it and spend it on anybody for Christmas. Only you. Yes, CB. So my dad, before there were cell phones, he would install on our road trips the CB in our giant van. And the only other people that had CB were the truckers. And when we misbehaved, which Andy, it was a lot, right? When we misbehaved, my dad would take his little trucker thing and he'd say, how would you call
our handle was Barb's Buggy.
Barb's Buggy, but how did you answer? You'd get on there and you'd say,
Mayday.
You'd say, Mayday, Mayday, I got a 12-year-old girl that's not behaving. Anybody want her? And then all these creepy truckers would get on and be like, I'll take her. I mean, the trauma of it all.
What rest area at?
It was so bad. But yes, he would get on and he would be best friends with all these truckers driving around town. It was kind of amazing. Like, we'd all be annoying him and he'd get on and be like, hey. Yes, they were so creepy, right? Andy said, Andy can agree with me in saying the truckers were all so creepy. They were so creepy and inappropriate. And I was sitting here like traumatized, hiding under, because we didn't wear seatbelts back then. So I was laying on like the floor of the van hiding from the truckers. Rubber Duck, name the movie. I don't know. What does Rubber Duck mean? 10-4.
Yeah, Rubber Duck. Yeah, 10-4.
Yes. But yes, Red Solo Cup, come in. Yes. Yes. So what does CB mean? Do you know? Citizen.
Oh, what is Citizen Band?
Citizen Band.
Yeah.
It's Citizen Band Radio.
Yeah. But they have another name for it too. I can't think of it now.
It's Citizen Band.
Yeah.
It is what I found on.
Is that what they? Yeah, that's probably the real name. You know.
Thank you, Colleen. Thank you. I was terrified.
What?
No, Colleen. Here. Now he's gonna cough all night. Colleen says, oh my God, I'm dying. That's so funny. But yes, I would have been terrified if I was little. I was totally terrified, Colleen. And my dad thought it was hilarious. Again, those were the road trips where my mom didn't come with us. So it was a little less civilized. When my mom came with us, my mom would throw the CB at my dad's face if he tried to play any of that. So anyways.
Yeah.
That was good times. Jerry wins. Yay, Jerry. I'll send you your gift card. This was a fun show. Yeah.
I'll tell them about the time that Mother threw a roll of toilet paper at me with that CB. One night we were going down the highway and I thought everybody was asleep. We were heading for a rest area because we overshot our campground one night. I'm talking to this truck driver and he's talking to me and he asked me how many. Somebody's coming in.
Comes. Here he comes.
Yeah.
We got a 5-year-old who has one more day left of being 5, and I am not okay. I am not okay. He's my baby. I'm not okay.
Oh.
I'm not okay.
But anyway, I'm talking to this guy, and he says, how many kids do you have? And I told him, and he said, well, where'd you meet your wife at? How'd you meet your wife? And I said, well, I had just gotten out of the service, and I was traveling through Las Vegas, and I met her on the stage there. The only thing she had on was a pair of shoes. Mom threw a roll of toilet paper at me. I thought she was asleep.
Dad, Dad, know your audience.
I know.
Know your audience.
And my leg is all cramped.
Oh, wait, he's leaving.
No, I ain't leaving yet.
Oh, okay.
But I ought to get up and walk around.
Okay, Dad's leg is cramped. This was too much fun. Let's say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Dad, wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and have another drink there, Suze.
Yes.
Yeah,
have a drink, Suze.
We're sorry for it.
Suze, meet my dad on the porch tomorrow night with a Manhattan. He'll help you.
Yeah, and the new dog.
And a new dog. Yeah. All right. Love you guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good night, everybody.
He's out the door.
It's time.
He's got to go fill up. He's got an answer. Okay. Can you say bye to everybody? Can you tell everybody what is the day from tomorrow?
A day from tomorrow is my birthday.
What? Okay, let's say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. What a fun show. I'm going to treasure this show forever because I love my dad. So thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Thanks so much.